Hi, everybody. Welcome to Lather Up here on Queers and Soaps. My name is Derek, and today I'm joined by Angel
Hello.
and our special guest star, Karen.
Hi, I've been kidnapped from the GH recap show.
Yes.
You're not going to
So,
be released until you tell us about Quartermain stuff.
I will always. I'm ready to talk Quartermains.
well, this is our 10th episode. This is the season finale of season 1 of Lather Up. This is our soap holiday tradition episode. So, Karen is an expert on GH holiday traditions, so we asked her to be here to talk about those. So, take it away, Karen.
Oh my goodness, where do you want to start? General
Hospital, Quartermain Curse, 1994.
In 1994, they had they began the curse wherefore the Quartermains are no longer allowed to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. In the very first year, Lila basically cursed them because they were in the living room being ungrateful. And she said, that you guys need to be more grateful and happy for what you have. And the dog went into the buffet area and ate the entire meal. Since then, General Hospital has had almost 30 years of not being able to eat turkey for Thanksgiving. Sometimes the turkey ends up at a fire. Sometimes it ends up poisoned. I believe like one year it was full of bacteria because Finn put something weird in the fridge. The second year of the curse, I think they were going to eat duck instead of turkey, and Lucy Coe came by and threatened them. So like this has just been a tradition for a long time now. They didn't do it last year, so everybody's a little upset and wants it to happen this year. But the Quartermains get to eat pizza. They're only allowed to eat pizza on Thanksgiving. So that's like the major thing about the holiday is since 1994, the Quartermains have eaten pizza. And it's funny because AJ has ordered pizza like multiple times. Ned's ordered pizza. Monica once gave the entire meal away and ordered pizza.
Yeah, that's great. So my favorite Thanksgiving is probably when Tracy hired the guys to hold them up.
They were robbed. They were robbed on Thanksgiving, and they were so funny. They didn't have any money on them because rich people don't carry cash. But they hated they were trying to give away ugly heirlooms that the family had like, take these candlesticks, they're hideous. Take this statue, it's awful. And it was very funny. They're
not very experienced thieves, so they need the help.
Yeah, they were very much trying to help these thieves get away with a bunch of stuff. And I mean, we also had Heather show up and destroy the entire meal and there was a food fight one year. It's just become a long-standing tradition that Quartermains are not allowed to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. One time Michael was offered a turkey sandwich and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to tempt that." And he wouldn't eat it. But it has been incredible. 1994 is the start of a lot of great stuff that happens on General Hospital all the time. And the Thanksgiving curse is my favorite.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, we'll shift to from Thanksgiving to Christmas. So the Christmas story on General Hospital is a long-standing tradition read by the chief of staff.
Started in 1980.
Yes.
And it was started by Steve Hardy, who was chief of staff. Hardy. Yeah, he read it. He used to be a baseball player. He read the story to a bunch of real children. They'd bring children in, and they would do basically the manger story with the kids, and it became a tradition. They've done it. They did it up until he died. I think he died in the mid 90s.
Yep, 96.
And then Alan took over, and he did it until his character was killed off
ceremoniously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst decision General Hospital ever made, and the only way they corrected it was when he started haunting Tracy, and I had the best time ever. But yeah, the big part of the tradition is that whoever is chief of staff gets to read the story to the children. And some years, different characters get to play Santa. Kevin was Santa one year. And one amazing Christmas when Liesl Obrecht was the chief of staff, instead of the Christmas story originally, she started out with the story of the Krampus.
Which was, I think, 2014, which I think we watched on Patreon. So subscribe to Patreon if you want to watch it with us.
He came down the stairs in the full Krampus fursuit, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and scared the bejesus out of those little children. And then Monica took over and read the Christmas story.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time. Like I said, it started in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
It has been happening almost continuously. Last year seems to be the weird year of no holiday anything.
Yeah.
It was a strange year. I don't know how that happened, and maybe they thought we didn't care about it anymore. But like we made a lot of noise about it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that all traditions are back this year. They did have the nurses' ball, which is another General Hospital tradition, not a holiday, but like the nurses' ball is back. The other tradition,
that was a good nurses' ball.
it was fun. It was very dramatic. I loved it. Please do that every year, General Hospital. But the only other holiday tradition would be Alan's train set, which again started around 1980, where Alan would set the train set up for the children, but it was really just for him to play with the train set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there was a great callback to it on the show recently when Tracy thought that Ronnie got the house and she had the box of Alan's train set in Lulu's house. That was great.
And there's one more thing we've forgotten about, but it was a big general. There's two things. One, Laura Spencer Collins now, like Baldwin Collins. She has 800 names. Laura Weber.
Laura Weber Baldwin.
Laura Weber Baldwin Spencer Baldwin Collins. Her birthday is Christmas Eve. And they used to talk about it all the time. And when she came back in the 90s, that's when they got the house and he got her a tree, and they did not forget it. And they used to do it a lot in the 90s, but they don't really mention it so much anymore. And the other one is that Maxie's birthday is Halloween.
Halloween, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now the death of Sam. So that's really going to overshadow poor Maxie's birthday in the future.
Yeah.
But never forget that Jocelyn was once dressed as corn.
Oh my god.
Look that up. Jocelyn as corn is kind of the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was a full-on corn outfit. She was.
Yeah, that was the child, Jocelyn.
Yeah, she was near of corn. It was a very funny. They were trick-or-treating at the hospital. But yeah, Halloween used to be bigger on General Hospital, and it has since fallen off, which sucks. And then they did Halloween for the first time in forever, and Sam died.
Yeah.
And then this year with Maxie's in a coma and it's the anniversary of Sam's death. So Halloween didn't get a big showing, but it actually was mentioned this year. So that's a good sign for Thanksgiving.
It was a good time for Thanksgiving, yes.
Although it wasn't as, yeah, cross your fingers on that because
we're crossing our fingers that there's a Quartermain Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, they don't
Last
really.
year, I think it was the Christmas party, but it got delayed, and I think that Christmas party was supposed to be Thanksgiving.
I do think the Christmas party was supposed to be Thanksgiving because them dropping the sex tape would have been a great time to somehow ruin the dinner. Mm-hmm. So I think that's kind of what happened.
I laughed. I still see it in my mind. The way he's like,
that was such a funny way to do it too, because it's like, give me your phone, let me mess with your phone, and like that was just such a today's way of releasing the tape. General Hospital is a great show for holidays, and I do really hope they go back to doing the Christmas tradition because it was great. Audrey and Steve, Monica and Alan, and why can't Portia and Terry do it? Why not?
Yeah, they should. I think this year, I would love to see the return of the Christmas story, and then Liesl tries to come in and do Krampus. That'd be really funny.
I would like to see the return of Kevin or Mac as Santa. They've both played Santa at various times. So has Alan. I think everybody has taken a turn to be Santa. Oh, you know who used to be all the time? Tony.
Tony, yeah.
It was Tony. So Tony used to be Santa. Which
and
is
then
sad.
there was one random year that I just now remember where Dave Koz was on there playing the sax for some reason.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
I mean, he did the theme song, so I understand it, but that was random.
Yeah, well, I mean, they used to do stuff like that. It was fun. Like General Hospital, see, the thing that really kind of stinks is like back in the day, because music rights weren't so locked down, General Hospital could do a lot more with music. A lot of TV shows used to do a lot more with music, and you'll notice that when you see them airing now, they have different songs on them, and you're like, what is that? Charmed is notorious for that. All the songs are different. and it sucks because it was like a lot of
Especially the theme
cranberries
song.
and the theme song. Yes, that's bad. Don't do that. But yeah, so General Hospital used to have modern music in it every once in a while, and also Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
And I also remember, I know this is not Christmas,
Sure.
but I remember there was an episode where Stomp was on there, and I think it was Mac.
With Mac. Yeah.
Mac imagined Stomp in his kitchen.
Because so this is funny because this is going to be like a little bit of a callback for Mac. But whenever Stone and Robin were together, Mac would get a migraine. So you guys in the 93
Oh, that's
are
right.
getting
I remember rubbing his head.
I remember.
So when he started rubbing his head, like in the background, they did the whole Stomp setup, and it was like the buckets and drums and all that. And that was because of Mac's migraines.
Didn't he have a migraine like in the last year? And I forget what it was about.
I was dying. It was when Emma was like interested or either Emma or Georgie. It was like starting all over again, where the kids were starting to get interested in boys, and she couldn't.
Yes,
Mac cannot handle it. Anytime the girls get interested in boys, Mac gets migraines, and Felicia laughs at him. He is so funny for someone who didn't have a son until Cody. Mac has always been that dad. So he really is the best dad on the show.
He is.
We love him. But yeah, General Hospital has a long-standing tradition since the 80s. I think they had Christmas parties before that, but since the 80s has been the Christmas Story.
Yes.
John Bernino. But let's see if it comes back this year. I would like to see it happen again.
Yeah, I think we all would. It'd be great.
I want them to try and cook that turkey in that new pizza oven and blow it up. I'm mad at Olivia. I don't want her to get a pizza oven after how rude she was to Tracy. So
she was rude to Tracy, yeah.
What if Tracy just shows up with the pizza?
I mean, that'd be great. I would love that.
At the end, she's like, "You guys can't have turkey. Eat this pizza."
Yeah. I mean, if they even attempt to make dinner, it's not going to go well for them.
Remember when Courtney went crazy? She was having all those time loops, and then she threw the turkey into the fire, and it turned out it was like Jason the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
General Hospital is a weird space, and it needs to stay that way.
And also, there was the year that Heather attacked Sky, and then the turkey got ruined. It was funny.
That was the one where I think
Edward had just died, and then
it was the year Edward had died.
Yeah.
And she had been married to him at one point.
Yes.
For like 5 minutes. So she decided she was going to be there. She showed up in a dark wig and a trench coat and glasses, because that's how you disguise yourself. And she was in the house sneaking around, and she ended up absolutely destroying. They were in a fight in the living room, and they just destroyed the entire meal.
Yeah.
And Sky was there. I love Sky Chandler. Where is she? Sky Chandler Quartermain.
Who was I just talking about her with? Was it?
It wasn't me. It's always me when it's Quartermains. Eric. Yeah,
it was Eric. I think it was Eric. Yeah, because we're watching All My Children in 1997, and Sky's on there, but she's played by Carrie Gonzalez. Right. At that point, since I Robin Christopher, because she's on Another World.
She's my favorite.
So we were like thinking like when is she gonna leave? Because I guess this is when she leaves, because like she was on for a little bit. And then Robert Christopher comes back, and that's where the whole Ray Cummings thing happens. And
then Ray Cummings used to date Alan.
Well, not GH, just all 4 shows. 3 of the other shows that she goes on GH.
They were on all 4, right? Trying to find out.
Because
her mom, right?
That's right. I was, Eric, because I had just watched. There's a whole YouTube channel that just has like random episodes of like.
Eric and I are huge ABC nerds. So when you start talking about ABC, we start going, yeah, I know that and I know that. But like, if you leave ABC, I know nothing.
Yeah, because I was watching a random episode of Port Charles, and the only reason why I watched it because it aired on my birthday in 2000. So I was watching it, and then when they had the preview for the next episode, it was Ray. Ray was in it, so she was in 2000.
I just remember Tracy wasn't too thrilled about it. About like them hanging around, and her, she doesn't want any more people inheriting money from the Quartermains. That money is for her and her son Dylan, and maybe Ned if she's on good terms with him at the moment.
All right, anything else you want to mention about GH?
I think I would love to see the Krampus again. I as a non-religious person, I would like to see the Christmas Story again. I don't care how they do it, anything. They could change the story. They could do Rudolph. I don't care what they do. As long as somebody opens that book and the kids get their presents and I get to hear the story.
Yes.
I think General Hospital, sometimes people think that no one cares about the traditions anymore. They're wrong. It was really good. Like Christmas Eve, you get to watch all of that, and it would just be really fun for the family. So, anyway, keep your traditions going. Good luck with your other soap traditions.
Yes.
I don't know anything about them.
I'm about to mention Port Charles. They had one tradition.
Murdering everyone?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. So, you want to stay for this one for a little bit and help me with this one?
Oh, let me see what I remember. Go for it. Like I said.
So it was 1998 on Thanksgiving. They had it was at the Scanlon house. And
Mary
the
Scanlon.
Scanlons were so it was Joe, played by Michael Dietz. It was Frank, of course, R.I.P. Jay Pickett. And I think it was Karen, Lark, who was their teenage runaway person that Frank brings in.
Oh yeah,
Mary. I think
was she still dating Mike at the time?
She might have been either dating Mike, or I think Victor was there. One of them was there. Chris comes in unexpectedly for some reason. Chris is there unexpectedly for some reason. I guess everybody was there except for Julie. Okay. Even oh god, what was the name of the guy that dated Ellen? I think Ellen was there. Who was Matt? The one that was in the wheelchair, Mitch Long.
Oh, Matt, yeah.
Yeah, Matt. Everybody was there. Everybody was there except for Julie. No, I think Frank wasn't there. Frank wasn't there. But Julie wasn't there. She was in jail because it was the whole general homicide thing.
Yes.
Frank was there trying to I guess she thought she killed people when it was really the guy from the pilot who killed people. What was
the guy in the Hawaiian shirt
who held everybody up?
Yeah, the guy held everybody up. It was really him who was killing people. He killed Jake. He killed Jake Marshak. He killed a few other people. Died.
He killed all of the boring characters from the first.
He killed all the boring characters except for Danielle, who died.
I feel bad for Jake Marshak, but they never did anything with him. He was handsome. He was a good actor. They gave him nothing to work with. It was a shame.
I think he was on Baywatch, actually. If I remember.
Was he?
Correctly.
I vaguely recall
not as a regular character, maybe as a guest star.
I vaguely recall them talking to each other in prison. I mean, obviously, this was 1998. I mean, come on.
I only remember this. I watched it. It's probably my most watched episode of Port Charles.
Okay.
Because they have these holiday traditions. It's like Mary singing the Irish Springs and stuff like that.
Yes, I remember that.
To be like Ryan's Hope and all this stuff like that. Even Chris sang. Chris of all people sang, and that was great because he has a great voice. And then they all gathered to eat this. What is it? This kind of pie pudding type of thing. And Frank calls him and says, "Do not eat the pudding. Julia's poisoned it." And everybody stops.
Wow.
I do remember that. Because first off, you're right about the Ryan's Hope references because bring it I don't know. There's just something about Mary Scanlon who she just feels like she walked right off the set of Ryan's Hope. Which is funny because she was just on
Patricia Crowley, but
she was just on Dynasty. She was on Dynasty for several episodes, and I was like, oh, it's Mary Scanlon's here, and I don't like that kind of character because she is very much like Maeve from Ryan's Hope. She's very overbearing, Irish mama, Irish Italian mama, I think.
Yeah, she owned a recovery room. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So and then obviously Mike,
which is what Mary did,
but also Mike was from Ryan's Hope.
Mike was from Ryan's Hope.
Ron Hale played Roger on Ryan's Hope for the entirety of the show. So there were definitely some similar roots. Ryan's Hope just had its Christmas episode where me and Eric are, and it was actually pretty not schmaltzy. It was really good. They did a lot of sing-alongs, and they had the Christmas trees, and it wasn't overly mushy. It was actually very good classic Christmas. It made me feel like you do when you're a kid, and Christmas isn't this crazy capitalist thing, but a bunch of people getting together and having fun. So I remember vaguely that it was probably cottage pie or shepherd's pie that they were eating.
Some kind of pie. It was some kind of pie.
Because it would have had mashed potatoes on top, which probably would have given you the whipped idea, and they're Irish, so probably. It could have been some kind of cabbage if she's like really, really into it. But I don't remember. But I do remember her poisoning the food, and then they couldn't eat it. Did they order pizza?
I don't think they did. I wish they did. That would have been a great, like, oh man, wonder if a pizza shop is open.
They got cursed by Lila. She told them they were ungrateful and they didn't deserve their Thanksgiving dinner. And guess what? They never got it again. So maybe that curse like wafted out from the Quartermaine mansion, and now the entire town of Port Charles is under a Thanksgiving curse. Except we've seen Mac eat Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, the Corinthoses have plenty of Thanksgiving, so
yeah. And then I think there was the same episode on the same episode. The Scorpios had Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they did.
For the first episode, yeah.
Yeah, because Robin was making out with Stone in the kitchen.
Yes.
And,
yeah.
Mac was having a fit about it. Can you tell one of my favorite characters is Mac? I may have mentioned him multiple times here. I love Mac. Mac is the reason I watch the show. So I followed him from the TV show Werewolf right on to General Hospital, and I never left because I love it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I hope we get a happy Thanksgiving from General Hospital, but I am worried that they're going to break the curse, and they better not.
No.
Because now that the house isn't Monica's anymore, I wonder if the curse transfers right over to Tracy.
I mean, it should.
It should.
Of course it does.
I get worried that these writers want to do like something cool and they want to make a mark on the show, and like a big mark on the show could be to finally let the Quartermaines have turkey. But if they do, I want them all to be violently ill and never want to eat turkey again.
That would make more sense, though. If they did eat turkey, they would just get really.
They can't. No, I think it would be so funny because General Hospital used to have a lot more magical elements, and I love the idea that the only thing left is this weird curse.
Yeah.
Or they go to eat I think this was that's actually happened one year. Or they go to eat the food, like it's already it's not going to get destroyed or anything like that. They go to eat the food and they're like, this is not right. I need to eat pizza. They
did. They had to, because Finn, for whatever reason, had stored a culture in the refrigerator with the turkey. And then there was another where they left the turkey out or something. Somebody tried to fry the turkey and it exploded and lit something on fire. If you go to the General Hospital Wikipedia, it actually lists every Thanksgiving that's been ruined. It's a fun read. I recommend it. But yeah, General Hospital has a whole wiki, and you can read about how Thanksgiving is doomed.
Yes. All right, Karen, thank you so much for joining us. Karen was just popping in for a minute to talk about General Hospital traditions.
Thanks for having me. I hope the Krampus reasserts her dominance on the children of Port Charles.
Yeah.
And I hope no one...
Port Charles.
I love Port Charles. It's so funny, though. 1998, I would have been maybe 20. So it would have been a long time ago for me, and I was in college, so the first time. So it's a little... I go to college a lot, friends. But yeah, so I do remember that because I remember her poisoning it.
Oh my gosh.
But that's literally all I remember is her going, maybe you shouldn't let them eat that because I poisoned it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
I poisoned the turkey.
Don't poison the turkey, friends. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be grateful for it, or else Lila Quartermaine may curse you and you will never get to eat turkey again. All right. Enjoy your little other holidays for other soaps.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
No problem. I'll see you guys.
Yeah. There was one on Guiding Light that you might want to shed light on. It was Yeah, go ahead.
No, you it was a pun.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew what I was talking about. Oh, so
no, you made a pun. Guiding Light, shining light.
Oh, shed light on Guiding Light.
Shed light,
yeah. I see it. Okay, I didn't even think about
that. You did a pun. You didn't think about that, huh?
No. Okay, so Nick used to appear every year on Guiding Light. He was
yes.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Not to be confused with Nick McHenry, who is Blue Jack's twin brother. there was a Saint Nick that would appear to different characters. I don't know fully about this. I just know the first time when I think he appeared to either Beth or Lou Jack, who was played by Beth was played by Judy Evans, and Lou Jack is played by Vincent Irizarry, and so is Nick McHenry. But we'll get to that. Excuse me. He like appears to Lou Jack, and it's like Lou Jack holds Beth like this. No, or is it Philip holds Beth like this, but Lou Jack holds Beth like this, and he just explains to him like that it is that it's that this is how love works, everything like that. Lou Jack blows the snow, and then Saint Nick disappears, obviously because he's just a figment of our Christmassy imagination. I think he appeared to Nick in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think that happened. Yeah, I think that happened.
Yeah,
and then when I guess when Nick left the show, they didn't really. I guess it's only like either a Spalding thing or it's a Nick and Lou Jack thing. I don't know, because I would love to have seen him appear to Beth, Philip, do whatever. And then the show became Reva-like, so like the Reva show. So maybe have him appear to Reva for some reason. I don't know, but yeah he wasn't. He was around only for like the Four Musketeers, Lou Jack TNC type of thing.
I don't really know. I figured you would know more about that.
I know a little bit about it, just a touch of it.
Yeah, and then Days of Our Lives did a annual Christmas hanging as well.
I think they still do. Even though it's on TikTok. Yeah,
they still do. Yeah,
they still do that. I don't know when it started. I want to say it started in the 60s, and I don't think it was there the first year. I think, in fact, I know it was there first year because we saw the Christmas episode for the first year. I think it's on Patreon. So basically, like, I don't know why it started, but it's there. It's just Christmas balls of Christmas ornaments of different members of the family, starting with Tom and Alice, Marie, also Marie Cheatham's character Marie, Tommy, all of them, and then it goes like down, like whoever's like basically connected with the Hortons. So you have Bo, you have Hope, even like family members that have died, like Abigail is on there because technically she's a Horton because by way of Jennifer. Jack was on there until he came back to life, and then he's still on there. But he's like every time they hang up an ornament of somebody who died, they would just give this knowing look of, oh, I wish she was here. I wish she was here. That sort of thing. I'm sure they do that with Abigail. And I think the 9/11 version of that, they had the ornaments, but they also had either an NYPD ornament or some kind of ornament that indicated the fact that in New York that we are celebrating, not celebrating, we are memorializing the people who died in 9/11. So I think it was like NYPD one. I think it was like a New York City Fire Department's one, American flag one. I think they had for 9/11. The one directly after 9/11, because remember, this was before Days of Our Lives taped until my 45th birthday. So
I can't think of any from All My Children Want Life to Live. I know they had Christmas episodes, but there was never
they were more like traditional, but they didn't have tradition. So it was more of like
there was really like something that happened every year that I can think of. If there is anything, let me know.
I think in like the 2000s they got bitchier. So like there would be like they would have Erica. I know there was one that specifically that I remember where Erica, Jack, Zach, Kendall, all of them were gathered around, and they weren't getting along that year. They were fighting. They were turning quips at each other. And Zach and Myrtle, that was when they were getting along, and they were like, "Hey, let's get away from all this." And while Kendall was literally like yelling at Greenlee, and Bianca's a peacemaker, so she has to make everything peaceful. And then Jack and Erica were fighting, were arguing, and then we try to forget this character, but yes, Erica did have a son, so that was the whole reason why they were fighting, because she was because she invited the son and his father, well, his adopted father, because he stole the embryo from her, and it's a whole thing. And nobody wants to remember it, but I remember because it was at Thanksgiving, unfortunately.
It was there, yeah.
It was there. But it was a whole thing. I think in the 2000s it was more of like their tradition was arguing at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There was in 2004. There was Bianca was in a coma, and then they figured out that Miranda was her baby. And
that was the Christmas
one. And Erica reunited her with her baby to wake her up from her coma. That was great. Yeah.
That was the end of the baby switch storyline that lasted forever.
Forever. I loved it though. It was great.
But the ending was the ending was great. Like, not saying that the whole storyline wasn't great, but like the ending specifically was great. Bianca fell off the balcony. JR, that was JR's villain origin story, I think.
Pretty much.
Since then he hasn't been the same. He really wasn't the same since then.
Yeah. Also, Days of Our Lives had a Christmas story that was read, according to this, by Roman, dressed as Santa, in the 80s. So I don't really know much about that, but
I wonder how long that lasted.
Yeah,
because like there were different Romans.
This was Wayne Northrup.
It was Jana's Roman. There was Chris Kosachek as Roman, who is still currently on the show. I'm joking, guys. I know that's really Roman.
Eric Bold and Beautiful plays the piano every year at Christmas. So
yes, he did play Always. I don't know if you are a Days of Our Lives fan, but that's the same song that the Always song, that the same song that like what's his name? Doug sang during Tom and Alice's anniversary. Like I love you forever, always, that song. But he did play that song one year. And then there's also a weird tradition with Bold and Beautiful. I forgot about this, where like it seems like it's like a contained episode where everybody gets along, and then right after that they're back to like calling each other bitches and everything like that.
Yeah,
it's a contained episode that we're just all sitting around and they're just being like, yay, we have Thanksgiving together. Yay, we have Christmas together. Yay, we get along together. Yay. And they forget about all the storyline beats from that and they just get along.
I don't think Sunset Beach had any Christmas traditions either. It was only on 3 years. It was always different. Thanksgiving was...
But I did see something in Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I know
there was like a fantasy, and I think this is Vanessa Dorman, where Caitlin cooks the turkey.
Yes, that was a flashback of the year before.
It was a flashback, yeah.
We watched that recently. It was really funny. Yeah. And Gregory's like, you're going to tell your sister it's the best turkey you've ever had, no matter what it is, no matter how bad it is.
It was like, maybe this turkey will be a turkey, and I'm holding it.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah. And also they play football. That was one of their things. The Surf Central crew plays football, and that was I think that's a tradition throughout the show. I believe the 3 years. So that's
I mean, there was Tommy, cover your ears. The turkey baster.
Yes. We're not going to.
I know that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen during Thanksgiving.
But there's a throwback to it on Thanksgiving.
There's a throwback to it on Thanksgiving.
Which is really, really funny. Yeah.
Yes. They had a pop-up video type of thing where they're like, "This is."
I told him about the pop-up videos. He knows about those. They're
this
funny.
Is not the same turkey baster that was used on Virginia. No, Vanessa. I do that all the time with them. I'm sorry. Why are they both black characters with V?
They're both V.
You're confusing me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. What about As the World Turns? Was there any holiday traditions on that show?
So there's always the Snyder. Seems like there's always the Snyders at the farm having Thanksgiving together. At some point, I think it might be 88, because we haven't gotten to it yet. But at some point, there is this huge squash called the Hubbard squash that they get from that they grow, and they eat it with sauce. saw it, and they eat and everything like that. And I think in later years they had the hopperscotch, but they kind of didn't really show it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Holden did a traditional Christmas prayer with the Snyders that I really liked. I liked that Holden did it towards the end there. I wish the show would continue so I could, because I would have loved to have seen John Hensley as Holden be like kind of the patriarch of the show, especially since we lost Catherine Hayes. Don Hastings is getting up there, that sort of thing. So, and then of course Eileen Fulton is gone now. And then there was also I don't know when this started, probably during Doug Marland's era, but I forgot if like we saw it in our watch in 87. But they would sing over the credits. They would like the whole cast would sing during the credits, or at least some kind of singing would happen during the episode. Because I know I think it was 88 or 87 or 88. Sorry, 88 or 89. They would sing. And I know in the 90s they would have like a Christmas episode, but then the credits would be like colored in red and green, and they would have I know one year they had the cast dancing a little bit during the credits, which was fun. And another one for Guiding Light. I know it's kind of breaking the fourth wall and that sort of thing, but they would always have at the end of a Christmas episode, I think this was starting in 96 or 95 or 96. They would have Jerry Verdorn saying "From our family to yours," and then the whole cast will say "Happy Holidays."
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of connected Jerry Verdorn, also rest in peace, to being like the unofficial patriarch of that show.
Yeah.
Until he left. And they killed the
he went to One Life to Live then.
He went to One Life to Live as Clint, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of any other holiday traditions. If you have any more?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to do.
Okay.
I want to look ahead with Beyond the Gates. I think they're going to try and make the tradition that, I hate to spoil this, but I think the tradition is going to be that either there's a prayer or somebody sings. I'm not going to say who sings, because if you're watching,
I think
thank you. I don't want to say it, but yeah, people think that Vernon is cheating on Anita, but it's not happening. I don't think that's happening. I think that he's getting singing lessons that way he can sing during the holidays.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see them start some kind of tradition for the holidays for sure. I'm still a little behind, but I'm catching up.
Yeah. Work. That's the only reason why I dropped off of the show, because of work. Because all four daytime soaps that air during the day air while I'm at work. So it's my work and my lunch is only 30 minutes. So I can't even like peek at Young and the Restless, even though I hate that show now.
Yeah, it definitely could use some improvement. All right.
Young and the Restless, sorry to kind of prologue this show a little bit, but I think my favorite tradition is like the end credits, and they would have like the tree and toys and stuff like that, like a train and stuff like that. And I think my favorite Christmas episode was when so Ashley's husband had just died, Steve Lasseter, and Victor gave her a present. She thought it was but he kind of masked it, so that way it was Steve giving her like a present from say, hey, I'm giving you this present, even though I know I'm dying. I don't know what Steve Lasseter died of, but Victor gave Ashley a present from Steve, who is dead. And that just warmed my heart. All
right.
But anyway, go ahead.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Lather Up. This is our Soap Holiday Tradition episode. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. If there's anything you want us to talk about in season 2 coming in 2026, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear it. We have lists, we have plans, but we're always happy to hear from you guys. Let us know what you want us all to talk about. So let us know, and we'll see you next year. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye. Happy holidays.